1, 2.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
Wiggle. Santa Michael Jackson. Vincent
Favorite part.
Told Britney Spears, will you learn what I wanna do? A girl like you got the 7 digits, got the area code too. Heated it up with 98, did the all that music and more, and it felt great. Now we're back to the top, industry unlocked. No pop music, but a whole lot of talk. Come along for the ride, going straight to the top. Tell me Mac and Eric Stretch, the bad boys of pop.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, have a seat. Sit. Quiet.
Thank you.
Quiet, babies.
Yeah, sit down. Welcome to the Bad Boys of Pop.
Welcome. My name is Eric Stretch.
I'm Eric Stretch. How dare you?
And I'm Tommy Mac. And we are the Bad Boys of Pop.
Yes.
Eric and I were in a boy band together. It was called
No Authority.
That's true. And we say most of it in the theme song, but in a nutshell, we were assigned to Michael Jackson and then to Madonna. And we did a lot of stuff with Nickelodeon and Britney and Disney and
98 Degrees.
98 Degrees.
Yes. So
Traveled all over the country. We had a good time. Micro Machines.
Yeah, Micro Machines. Also, we were on tour for a very long time. Most of once we record our album, we were just on the road. So always a good time.
It was always a good time, and I know. We just started recording this, and then realized we had the mics muted, which is a shame because it was going so well.
It was going so good, and our microphones weren't even on,
and the microphones weren't on.
Microphones.
I blame me.
I blame you too.
I blame myself.
I blame
that was my
you
bad.
As well.
I am not the winner.
Wait, so can you say the term you said?
So basically, what I was saying was, I would like to dig into our brain banks.
That makes me laugh.
That really did tickle you.
Tickled me.
That tickled you when I said
brain
brain
places
banks.
I've never been. That's not true.
And I think you've been tickled everywhere, Eric. even in your brain bank. We're going to make some withdrawals from our brain banks today. What's going to happen is we are going to come and do this, maybe not every week on the grab bag, but every now and then a grab bag will be called Tour Stories.
Tour Stories. I have no idea what Tommy is about to ask or say to me or do.
I alluded to it previously when we were recording, and so you have a glimpse. Right, but we're not.
Yes.
But now here's what we're going to do. So we're going to talk about some of our favorite moments from on tour. Some of the strangest, weirdest, most fun, most ridiculous. Just some fun stories. We're going to bring people into our lives and share.
And you asked me.
So here's the thing. So I was thinking about this the other day, and I thought it would be fun to ask you before I tell my story.
Okay.
So the question is, what is the strangest thing that a fan ever came up to you and asked you?
Oh, see, I mean, by the way, viewers, listeners, you have to realize that in this time, Tommy and I are teenagers. So when you hear these stories, remember we are teenagers.
Yeah, these were not decisions made by adults.
No, but that I just feel like I remember when we first were doing all of those signings. We would sit there for hours and hours and hours and always go through the signings, the autograph signings. And I just remember that something that tickled me. And I don't know why this is the first thing that popped into my brain, but there's a couple of fans that came out and asked us to sign toilet seats.
Really?
I was like, what? Of all things, you want me to sign a toilet seat?
Did we do that?
And I don't think it was a brand new toilet seat. I think it was a used toilet seat.
So it's kind of like touching the hiney. To touch the hiney.
Want to touch the hiney? Always there was the really inappropriate body part to sign,
which potentially could come back the following year as a tattoo.
Oh, yes.
As well.
But we have to say that our two biggest supporters got our signatures and our logo tattooed on their bodies forever.
Which was awesome.
Arlene and Danielle, what's up? Shout out!
The Hawaiians, as they were affectionately referred to. But the funny story about
What's
that
your- yeah,
is,
go ahead.
you know, I mean, you know what I'm going to say, right? You know, the tattoo, when they first got it, they got it out of the magazine. They got the digital version out of like Teen Beat or Bop, whatever.
Those magazines.
But we had signed, but the thing was, it had cut off part of your signature.
It cut off my last name, so it just had this really weird swiggle thing.
Yeah.
So then I signed something else with just my last name, and this was after the No Authority had ended.
So they had been walking around with an incorrect signature
Yes.
for years.
And then we reconnected a couple years after the band had officially ended, and so then I signed my full name, and then later that day they got my last name tattooed on as well, which made me cry. And I mean, they're pretty tatted now, so like they like their tattoos.
It's not
So
like
it's
not
just like just that.
Like it's just like a white piece of paper with something bold right in the middle of it. Yeah.
Anyway, Tommy, please tell us yours.
So maybe not the strangest, but I'll give you a handful. One that I thought was odd was a young lady came up to me and asked me if she could step on my shoe.
Oh my God, that's right. That's
And I
bizarre.
remember thinking,
Why?
well, why would you want to do that?
That's odd.
Why do you want to make my shoe dirty?
Was that a mom, right? Was it a mom?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
Probably a mom now, but don't.
I almost did a spit take.
Don't do a spit take directly into my home studio, please. And so I initially was like, I was, totally against that, and then she really wanted to do it, and so I turned my foot sideways so she could step on the rubber part of my shoe. But it was like dusty back there, and I'm like, I don't want to get my shoe dirty. Like, but why? Why do you want to? I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
That's not what I want to do.
Not what I want to do. Anyway, so I thought that was strange. And if lady, if you're listening to this,
Lady,
I'd like to know why.
why, please?
Like, why did you want to do that? What was the purpose of stuff? Anyway, okay. And then the other one, I thought is interesting too. And it's kind of gross. Is, hey, here, will you chew this gum? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll chew it. And chew the gum. And then she asked for the gum back.
And then
she put it in her mouth.
yeah, yeah. That's like you guys kissed. You guys are like connected. Your DNA is
Can you
in
imagine
each
if we all
other's
were?
bodies.
Can you imagine if she was holding onto one side and I was holding onto the other side of a toilet seat while that happened? It's like the gum and the toilet seat.
No,
all
come on. People are kind
we
of
could step on
disgusting.
shoes. It would almost be like we were just
and
one
listen,
being.
If anybody that did these things are listening, I think it's safe to say that was disgusting.
Well, the toilet.
That's gross.
Well, I guess
I don't support it. But now we have a story.
Be more careful, I guess, because you never know about those toilet seats. They could
Yes.
have pee on them.
Be a sweetie, wipe the seedy.
Maybe the seat maybe it was wiped. Maybe it was a new seat. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know.
An interesting thing that you were talking about doing the autographs, which we did for hours upon hours every day.
Yes.
It's funny looking back now because people now charge like hundreds of dollars for the VIP experience.
I know.
Like pay an extra $200 or $150 and come in meet and greet and get an autograph.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute,
we could have made some coin.
Can you multiply that times? Like, come
all
on,
the signatures that we did.
I can't
yeah.
even imagine.
But listen, it was an amazing time.
It was indeed.
Now we have these wonderful, amazing stories. And if you're listening, then you remember, and it's nice and it's just nice.
It is nice, and in fact, I want to invite our beboppers, our Bad Boys of Pop listeners, the beboppers.
Yes, we invite you.
I'd like to invite you guys to email us with questions or suggestions. The Bad Boys of Pop at Gmail.
Say that again. I talked over you.
The Bad Boys of Pop at gmail.com.
Come on.
Yeah, shoot us over some questions.
And we would love to hear from you.
Or some ideas for the grab bag.
Some shenanigans.
Some shenanigans that we might be able to toss into the grab bag on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll use your idea. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll actually bring you on the episode through Skype.
Ooh.
That could be fun.
That's interesting.
That could be fun. Maybe you can win a prize, like an orange shoe that was given out earlier this week. Or, you know what? Maybe it'll be something else.
Who knows? Lots of babies.
Could be a piece of cheese.
Delish.
I know.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
I know this was short, but I thought it was short and sweet and fun. And if you didn't, well, sorry for you.
And then we'll wait till next week.
Yeah, wait till next week, and then it'll be longer and more fun, hopefully. We appreciate you. And as always, if you haven't checked out The Real Showcast, go check that out. That's our long-form podcast, and it has video as well, which is pretty cool.
Check us out.
TheRealShowcast.com. Or, we'll see you back here on Monday for Have You Heard the News?
Have you heard the news?
In the form of 7 questions. And then once again next Thursday for the grab bag.
We will see you guys next week. And remember, we love you.
You've always got a friend in us. You got a friend. You got a friend. You got a friend.
Signed to Michael Jackson. Then signed to Madonna. Toured with Britney Spears, where you learn what I wanna do. A girl like you. Got the 7 digits. Got the area code too. Heated it up with 98, did all that music and more, and it felt great. Now we're back to the top, industry unlocked. No pop music, but a whole lot of talk. Come along for the ride, going straight to the top. Tommy Mac and Eric Stress, the bad boys of pop.